BCH, we start with 1 hour chart. First of all, if we refer to our analysis, in my last video when the price was here, we mentioned we can expect to get the correction for one more drop. As you can see, the price drop, there was no correction because we mentioned we want this one turn to deeper correction similar to what we have here before we look for trade for buy. Anyway, we start with daily chart. You want to see what we have based on daily chart. The only thing is we have a correction here and we want to see how deep it can be because we want to be looking at this one similar to any of this. That means any reversal we are looking for buy, but how deep it can be before we take the trade. And if we move to forward chart, we're looking at this flat. That means if we get any reversal from here, we're looking for trade. That's when we're looking for buy. But based on forward chart, we don't have any trade set up to look for buy. And if we move to 1 hour chart, this is what we get. The only thing is right now, we get a sharp move, we get this correction. It doesn't give us any trade setup based on what we have, either for buy or sell. That means if we want to look for sell, we prefer this one turn to a deeper correction, at least similar to what I draw here. That can show us the price is going to drop. And even for buy, the only times if the price reverses from here, we wait for the sharp move flag, we can take the trade. Rather than that, we don't have any other option. Or this one turn to a deeper correction, then maybe we can have entry above this. Okay, beside that, how about if I move to 15 minutes? Because if we move to 15 minutes, can we look at this one as a reversal, as a sharp move correction? Because based on 1 hour chart, we see the different things, and what we have here is now we can look for this as a reversal. Okay, how are we going to look for this trade? The only option is to have entry above this. Either we wait for the next move, take the flag, or we have entry above this. Okay, in this case, we move to 1 hour chart. What I want to see is that the best things is if we want to look for buy, let this one give us one more drop. We don't need to wait for the breakout of this. Any drop, then from there we look for the reversal, or we can have entry above this. This is the best option to look for buy. All right. This is what, because when we have this kind of the short move, we can expect this one to give us one more drop. Any drop with the breakout of this low, reversal, we take the trade, and from that time, so you can have entry above this. But how about if the price reverse from here? Even if it's reverse, we can look for flag to take the trade. But can we have entry above this? Okay, having entry above this is really risky. It's really aggressive way. But if traders, they can manage to take the trade, they can manage it. If they want to have entry, they can try it. For me, I will look at this. Maybe I will put my entry above this. But what we want price break and continue. If the price tag, this is not moving within the first hour, we take out the trade. Maybe as example, find the example here. This is not a really good example. Just I want to see what I mean by sharp move. If we have this correction, anyone has entry above this, we're looking for this kind of the sharp move. That's why if anyone wants to have entry above this, which is 1400, if the only way we keep the trade, if the price tag, we see the price break, tag, break, and continue. If the price we see tag, we see is not moving, it start to correct, or I mean, we wait for 1 hour, we take out the trade. Okay, at least, I mean, if they get the trade, we don't stay for more than 1 hour. If we see after 1 hour there is no continuation, we take out the trade. But we should know that simply the price can tag and reverse, because we mentioned if we get any correction similar to what we have here, we can look for one more drop. Anyway, we don't have any trade setup. The best thing is we wait for at least one more drop before we take the trade or having entry above this. But again, whoever wants to have entry above this can be an option, but it's not the trade call. And for me, I will see, maybe I will put my entry above this because I know how to manage it. And beside that, I know I can take the risk. Okay. Anyway, again, let the price give us one more drop. Then from there, we look for the reversal and we can have entry above this. In this case, we just follow the chart. If I see any update, I will share. Thanks.